So I'm not really much for dating. I don't really like to date, especially during this time. I just try not to. But I went to a bar recently, and the microphone wasn't open. It was like daytime, and it was like boring. And there was this guy there listening to me talk, and I was like listening to the jukebox, all the good stuff, and I choosing a bunch of songs. And he took out a bunch of money, and I knew this guy had money. He's like a Middle Eastern Armenian guy. He's like he was very like older age guy. He had a Gucci tattoo in his forearm, and he trying to be real like upfront and all that. He's like he offered me like $50 to sing, and then he was trying to bet me to make out with him and all that. And I sang like Stevie Nicks song, and yeah, big deal. But he showed me a bunch of pictures of his naked girlfriend. I hate when guys do that at bars. He's showing another guy next to me, and then he's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna break up with her now. She's like a gold digger, and I slept with all of her friends, tried them all out, and she's not even that great at it." And it's like, okay, nice, you're telling me, all cutting his own throat with everything you could think of. But he's all giving his number out to me and trying to hit me up, and I'm not into that. I'm more like a Ross Burlington Coat Factory girl. I don't care about that whole materialistic hey, yeah, those Middle Eastern guys they throw their money at a bunch of young girls, whistling, and they throw some coins at you like some dog, and you're like, oh yeah, it's, Gucci, yeah, fake. And so Barbie girl on his phone. She's like perfect body, bleachy blonde. Oh, and I'm part Swedish, and we're very needing sex. I'm like, I'm out of here, man. I'm like, it was daytime. I'm like, what the hell am I here? Oh, gross. This is nasty, man. This is why I don't date anymore. I'm over it. Go on Facebook, man. I have this guy who's he's what's he called? Frank Zappa. He's a Mexican Frank Zappa, and he's a pot smoker. And he was friends with a girl that recently passed away. He used to go over there, and he smokes weed, and he's an artist, and he's actually really funny and nice. He's like a Wikipedia. He's very, very broad-minded. You just feel like you're reading a Wikipedia. He knows everything about everything. He's really, really smart. He probably's done LSD and all kinds of stuff. He has a real broad mind. And I was like, this guy's really nice. He's really sweet. And I have him out on Facebook. And I saw some friend of his on his page, and he was really hot. And he looked kind of like him, style wise. But this guy was he's a pretty good looking guy. And I was like, okay. And he started talking to me on the Facebook. He's like, hey, you're so pretty. Let's go out. And I'm like, this is too good to be true. No, I'm like, no. He has a bunch of tattoos. He's one of those, hot, rocker guys with long hair, green eyes, Bradley Swallow, the green eyes, and long brown hair, curly, mixed with different things, and very American Jew guy, mixed with Jewish, and very attractive. And I was like, okay, he want to go out, we want to go smoke weed, and it's a rainy day, and I was after working at a senior home, he's gonna think I'm lame or whatever. So I haven't gone out for several months, and I was just working like a dog, and I wanted to just let loose a little bit. I go there, we end up smoking weed, and we end up doing it for if it was real good too, and I was like, woo, yeah, woo. It's not gonna happen, right? It's too late. I don't usually do that on the first day. And I was like, okay, all right. And we went for it, and that was it. And I don't usually do that on a first day, or I don't try out people's friends either. I'm not one of those. But I was like, okay, all right. And he wanted to go out after, and near my birthday, he wanted to go out. And I started seeing other people, started to try to just date or make friends with other people and just get busy doing other things and work. So I was like, I don't know about this one. I don't know. I've heard stuff about him, and he jumped on me like a vampire. So it was crazy. He's really aggressive. I was like, this is crazy. But I didn't really know him really good, but I was thinking he was going to be all hippie and like nerdy and he's just more of an aggressor kind of a guy. But I was like, okay. Talked to him after. I didn't really like get mad at him. It was just kind of like I wasn't really like looking into that and wanting to like right away. But I'm not really trying to look around for that. But like I started dating again, meeting different people and seeing okay what's out there for me. But like you just give it time. And I'm not trying to like hop in too fast. I mean, I go to a show or a concert, just kind of happens, but you don't really pick up on people very much doing that. Like it's more like you get to know their mutual friends of other people and so on and so forth. But that's it. That was more recent, and something did jump on me after I came home. Like, it felt like him. It was like needing me like a cat, and I was trying to shove it off, like thinking that was him. But it was. I woke up. I was thinking, trying to ignore what was going on because it feels like him, but it wasn't. I don't know. Like, and I heard that he's a crazy one. He's like that usually. Like, he's really like grabby, aggressive, but like I don't know. Like I usually just try to stay in my own with things, and if somebody's right for me, then we'll both know that we're a unit and not just friends or just hanging out. It's more of a unit thing, and I haven't had that in years, really. Like I did that for a while, but it really fell out. But I'm really careful I don't just fall into it so hard, because a lot of these people don't date a Gucci.